Hey there, folks. Welcome back to another video. Today, we've got a crucial topic to discuss, one that's currently affecting millions of Social Security recipients. I don't just want to address this. I need to address it because we're hearing from more and more community members who are facing the same issue. So stick around for the entire video, because I'm going to break down what's happening and why it's nothing short of shocking. First and foremost, I want to thank all of you for tuning in. If you enjoy these daily updates, do me a favor and hit that like button. Now let's dive right into it. Lately, one of the most common concerns I've been hearing is that Social Security benefits seem to be disappearing. Why is this happening? Well, there are several factors at play. Inflation is on the rise, and many recipients are experiencing minimized payments. Additionally, SNAP benefits are being reduced, but perhaps the biggest issue of them all is the one we're about to dissect: Social Security overpayments, and how they're causing major problems for recipients who are now being asked to return these funds. Let's start with a recent story. Earlier this week, I shared a story about someone who had to make an additional payment back to Social Security. It wasn't a huge sum, around $200 to $250 a month, and they had to make 12 payments. That seemed concerning enough, but now let me share another story that paints a more alarming picture. Lori, a resident of Central Florida, received an overpayment notice that changed her life forever. The letter demanded $121,000, payable in just 30 days. She sought an explanation for the overpayment, but here's the crux of the issue. There are hundreds of thousands of people facing similar situations. To put this in context, there are over 70 million people receiving various forms of Social Security payments. Still, hundreds of thousands are on the brink of facing this very scenario. So, why might this not be impacting you yet? Well, it soon might, and here's why. According to recent reports, the Social Security Administration is going after those they've overpaid, but this isn't some sudden development. They perform internal audits every year. But here's the thing. It's not just the Social Security Administration, it's practically every federal agency. Why? Because the federal government is running out of options to fund its ambitious projects and initiatives. Agencies have been instructed to conduct internal audits before the year's end, searching for funds they can use or recoup. This is happening across the board, not limited to the Social Security Administration. It's a widespread issue affecting programs like SNAP benefits and more. The looming problem is that agencies will increasingly come after the American people to recover these overpayments, just as they're doing now. This brings us to a critical date, December 17th, 2022. It's essential because we've seen this pattern before. There are proposals for new legislation, like the SSI Savings Penalty Elimination Act, which aims to raise asset limits for SSI recipients from $2,000 for individuals to $10,000, and for married couples from $3,000 to $20,000. This is vital due to the relentless inflation we've experienced in recent years, affecting everything from consumer goods to car repairs. Lawmakers have been advocating for more flexibility for Americans, and these proposals aim to address that. Someone recently commented that she too had to repay Social Security because she was overpaid. Why was she overpaid? Each month, she received some money and her asset limit was set at $2,000. However, she consistently had slightly more than that in her bank account because she sold items at craft shows and hosted yard sales. Technically, if you exceed the asset limit, you're not eligible for SSI payments for that month. She received around $1,000 per month for 6 or 7 months, and when the IRS caught on, they demanded she repay the $6,000 to $7,000 immediately. She's currently appealing this decision, but even during the appeal process, she must adhere to the asset limit. The reason I'm sharing this is that bipartisan support for raising asset limits and making much-needed adjustments to accommodate the rising costs of living has been gaining traction among lawmakers. However, it might be too late to implement these changes, as Congress isn't likely to pass a bill, even one with bipartisan support, anytime soon. As we gather more information on this issue, I promise to keep you updated with the latest news and developments. Once again, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Consider subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next video.